Here in LHS we are having tan theta upon 1 minus cot theta plus cot theta upon 1 minus tan theta. We will move from LHS to RHS. In RHS we are having 1 plus sec theta cosec theta. So let us solve LHS stepwise. For that you must understand that here tan theta and cot theta we are going to convert them into the ratios of sine and cos. So what is the tan theta in the form of sine and cos? It is sine theta upon cos theta. Similarly, cot is reciprocal of tan theta, that will be cos theta upon sine theta. Add the sign of addition. Cot theta is cos theta upon sine theta. 1 minus tan theta is sine theta upon cos theta. Here I would like to tell you one important thing, that keep this part separate and this part separate. Don't jump to take LCM in the first step itself. We will take LCM, but that will come slowly. After we solve this part entirely and after solving this part entirely, then only you start taking LCM. Don't mingle these two together. Otherwise, it will become very much complicated and you won't come to arrive at the answer. So don't mingle them. Solve this part separately and this term also separately. Here in the denominator we'll take LCM. Sin theta upon cos theta upon sin theta minus cos theta upon sin theta. Similarly, here also same process. We will take LCM. In the denominator, cos theta minus sin theta, this we cross multiplied, and in the denominator we got cos theta. Again, don't mingle still, let these two terms be separate. This is numerator, then this fraction is denominator. Take the reciprocal of denominator. On taking the reciprocal, sin theta will go to the numerator and sin theta minus cos theta will come in the denominator. Put them in the bracket. Still don't mingle. Let the plus sign be as it is. In this step again, this is numerator, this is denominator. Take the reciprocal of the ratios of the denominator. Let the numerator be as it is. On taking the reciprocal, we get cos theta in the numerator and cos theta minus sin theta in the denominator. Sin theta into sin theta is sin square theta. Cos theta and sin theta minus cos theta are in denominator. Now one crucial thing which we are going to do is we are going to put here sign of minus. Why? You can just observe, here it is sin theta minus cos theta, but here it is cos theta minus sin theta. Whenever you want to interchange the terms, if you want to change the terms, we have to change it using the using the sign of subtraction. How? Now you see minus into cos theta is minus cos theta. It is matching this one, minus cos theta. Similarly, minus into minus plus sin theta. It is again matching this sin theta. So, minus into minus, you see that sin theta is becoming positive and cos theta is becoming negative. So, whenever you want to interchange, we put the symbol of minus. Like this symbol, you move the symbol over here. It will be in the denominator and you shift it in the numerator over here. So that is what we are now doing. This step is very crucial. Now we are passing from this step to this step. That time we are changing the plus symbol to the minus symbol. And we are even changing the terms position. Sin theta will come in the first position and cos theta will go behind, just as it is over here. Now the denominators are matching. Previously the denominators were not matching. This term and this term are not matching. Now they are matching. Now you can take the LCM. Now you take the LCM of these two terms. For that, multiply this with sin theta. Why? Now you see, for that let me take a common denominator. Sin theta is one factor, cos theta is another factor. and sine theta minus cos theta is the third factor. See this sine theta we took over here, cos theta over here, and this sine theta minus cos theta were 2 times, but we took it only 1 times. That is called taking common factor, LCM. So least common multiple. And what now? In the numerator, be careful. Here cos theta, sine theta minus cos theta is there, but what is missing? Sine theta is missing. So multiply it with sine theta. Similarly, here sine theta is there. Sine theta minus cos theta is there over here. But what is missing? Cos theta is missing. So multiply by cos theta. You get sine cube theta minus cos cube theta. Now here comes your test, that whether you are remembering or not the algebraic identity for a cube minus b cube. If you are not updated with the algebraic identities, be updated, because any algebraic identity might be useful for you to solve the sums. So just go through all the algebraic identities whenever you are doing these sums. Now a cube minus b cube is equal to a minus b, a squared plus ab plus b squared. Now we'll use this identity and we'll get our result. We'll replace a and b with sine and cos. So sine theta minus cos theta, sine square theta plus sine theta cos theta plus cos square theta. The denominator is sine theta cos theta, sine theta minus cos theta. I always tell you that wherever you find these two pairs, sine square theta and cos square theta, make a group of them, because they are the identity. They are forming the identity of sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Very useful identity. So group them. You get again sine theta minus cos theta. Everything in the denominator should be as it is. Or we can do one thing here, because the sum is getting a little bit lengthy. Here I can eliminate one part, sine theta minus cos theta. In the numerator also it is there, and it is also there in the denominator. And whenever you get this thing, it means you be confident that you are moving on the correct path. If you are moving on the correct path, this two will get eliminated. So if you are not getting this part, just click the bell of danger. Go through the steps wherever you are committed mistake or not. Because ultimately in the last step this will get eliminated. What will be remaining? In the numerator, sine squared theta plus, I told group this sine squared theta and cos squared theta, plus sine theta cos theta upon sine theta cos theta. On grouping we will get 1 plus sine theta cos theta upon sine theta cos theta. Now separate the numerators. These two numerators are combined. Separate them, bifurcate them. 1 upon sine theta cos theta should be taken separately, plus sine theta cos theta upon sine theta cos theta. This will be taken. We are just dividing this denominator among the two numerators separately. This will get eliminated and will get 1. So what will get? 1 upon sine theta cos theta plus 1. Now slowly we are getting the RHS. See the RHS? It is in the form secant theta and cosecant theta, whereas we are getting in the form of sine theta and cos theta. As you all know that 1 upon sine theta is cosec theta, and 1 upon cos theta is sec theta, and plus 1, this plus 1, we will place it over here, and this is our RHS. Hence LHS is equal to RHS.